How's it going, everyone? In today's video, we'll cover some of the pros and cons of owning a dividend stock portfolio as your primary focus. Many seasoned investors have pitched how safe this method is and how it'll win in the long term due to historical data and compound interest. That's a great investment plan and all, but there is always two sides to a coin, right? Let's dig deeper and investigate its cons. Welcome to Money Insiders. My one and only goal is to increase your financial literacy by 1% every video. If you're new to this channel, do consider subscribing and dropping a like to show some support. Now don't get me wrong, the pros of a dividend investment account are awesome. You just purchase a handful of dividend growth stocks regularly, it reinvests its dividends, and ta-da! It's probably as hands-off as you can be investing in the stock market. I've followed this method to a T and accumulated over 300k over the last 5 years. During this period, I found that I treat this account like a black hole. Whatever money or stocks I put inside, it just isn't coming out, no matter what. It will generate dividends periodically, then the money just gets sucked right back in to purchase more shares. I've stuck with this strategy through numerous market dips. Just keep swimming, as Dory says. That's mainly because of Warren Buffett's Snowball Method. Quick recap of the 3 principles that work in tandem for this method: time in the market, dollar cost averaging, and power of compounding. Check out this video for details. Let's get to the downside: opportunity cost. In order for me to build out that $1 million dividend portfolio, I need to keep funding the black hole. And for every dollar I put in, it means that dollar couldn't be invested in other vehicles. When your funds and residual income are locked in the black hole, you can miss out on a lot of other chances. When we're investing $10,000 in a 4% stock, we get $400 in dividends a year. We'll look at a 5-year time frame, so that's a total of $2,000 in dividend payouts. Let's now compare that to other opportunities. A real estate example: either buying for yourself to save on rent or speculating and collecting rental income. When you put a minimum down payment of 5% into a $200,000 condo, that's $10,000. Within 5 years, the unit has gone up 50% and you decide to sell at $300,000. Your initial $10,000 becomes $100,000. Stock options example. See my playlist of the numerous case studies that has returned 20 times or 2,000%. Examples include stocks like Amazon and Tesla. Your initial $10,000 becomes $200k. A startup venture example. A startup opportunity that can propel you to be the next Musk, Zuckerberg, or Bezos. I bet they never focus on buying dividend stocks. Your initial $10,000 not only becomes millions, but has taken your life to a completely different level. Comparison of the 4 cases mentioned. Number 1. We have dividends of $2,000. We'll factor in dividend growth and capital appreciation and make that a generous $4,000. 40% return on investment, or ROI. Number 2. The condo returned 100k or 1000% ROI. Number 3. Stock options that went 20x or 2000% ROI. Number 4. Your successful startup. Priceless. When we're focusing too much on the dividends we're getting, we've trapped the funding in the small game mentality of passive income for retirement. We'll illustrate this point with a production possibility frontier. It's a curve that shows the trade-off in production between 2 commodities. We can relate it to time studying versus playing video games, eating chips versus fruits, etc., etc. When you want more of one thing, you need to give up some of the other. In our case, we'll lay dividend stocks on the x-axis and other opportunities on the y-axis. We see points A and B on the curve. They're when your funds are fully invested. Point B is when you're 90% in dividend stocks and 10% in other opportunities. Point A is the opposite, 90% in other opportunities and 10% in dividend stocks. Anywhere inside the curve like point C means you have cash available to invest in either direction. Point D outside means it's not obtainable. You need more cash. Simple graph, right? It's pretty powerful when you can pinpoint where you are exactly and where you want to go. With a dividend investing approach, we're inching the curve outwards. But when we have the growth mindset, we can be shifting the whole curve out. So you have the flexibility to allocate funding in whatever you want. I'm not saying to sell all your dividend stocks and go all in on Tesla tomorrow. Just have a balanced view on investing and take chances as they come up. As the infamous hockey player Wayne Gretzky says, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. When all your pucks are locked in a dividends account, there's no chance of even taking that shot. So what do you think? Have I increased your financial literacy by 1%? If yes, then consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and dropping a like. Otherwise, you can comment and let me know how I can create more value for you. Take care and have a good one.